Now, that's the beginning of this gold trade, and that's the same trade after a few minutes, and this is actually the final result. And this is actually the beginning of this boom 1000 trade. That's the same trade after a few hours, and this became the final result. That's also the beginning of a crash 1000 trade, and that's the same trade just after a few hours, and this was actually the final result. Now, what if there's a way you can buy and sell on any trade at all and be over 95% sure that all your take profits will be hit, or at least one of your take profits will be hit? What I'm saying completely involves any capital size at all, from as low as $10 to as high as over $100,000. And you see, I've been trading for several years in the Forex market, and I'll be showing you an ultimate strategy now that you can use to achieve this exact result. But then, just before we go on, here's actually a gift card. Second and third parts of this gift card are also within the video as you watch. If you're the one that gets the gift card first, don't forget to actually drop the comments down below there so that I can actually know that you are the one. If you're new to this particular YouTube channel, just remember to hit the subscription button, hit the like button, and also remember to turn the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that'll be dropping out from this place. So that not to waste much time, let's dive in now. Boom. All right. Now, the very first thing we need is to discover the main trend of the chart. Now, you can discover the trend of the chart, but you might not be looking at the main trend. So to know the main trend of the chart without any argument, we simply rush down to our daily time frame. Now, we are actually using our gold here, and what you can actually see on our gold is that it's actually pushing up, right? You can literally see it, right? So there's really no argument about this chart. You can literally see that it's taking off on our daily time frame, and that's actually our main trend. But then just discovering the trend of the market is not enough, right? So because of that, that takes us to number 2. We have to discover the next move of the chart, that if the trend wants to go on a continuation or if it wants to go on a retracement. But you can literally see that the chart was pushing up at around this range, and then suddenly something happened, right? You can literally see that. So suddenly something happened at about this spot. Now, what occurred here is what we actually call what? A support level, right? So you can literally see that the chart was going up, and suddenly a support level was created at about this region, and so it dropped back down to hit this level here. So immediately as it hits this support level again at about this spot, what we can equally call a mini order block, what are we expecting to happen? We're expecting to just continue pushing up again, right? Because it has hit a support level, also known as a mini order block level. Then that's actually what we call a continuation of our trend. But then there can also be a retracement of our trend, and if we check it out here, you can literally see that the retracement started at about this spot, right? Immediately after a breakout occurred just at about this region. But for now, let's actually concentrate on the continuation of our trend. So now we know our main trend. Our main trend is on an uptrend. That's our first condition. A second condition, we're checking if it's a continuation or if it's a retracement, and we can see at about this region that it hit a mini order block, and so there will be a continuation. So we'll be able to discover two major factors now. Now, the third factor where things becomes even much more interesting is to discover a perfect entry point. Now, to do that, we just zoom into a 15 minutes time frame, so that this is actually a level of rejection after hitting a support level on a daily time frame just now. You can actually see the level. Don't forget about this level. Now, our main aim now is to get a perfect entry point. To get that, all I simply need to do is to use different candlestick patterns or different candlestick structures. Number one, what I can easily use is what we call a bullish engulfing pattern. In our case now, if it was dropping down there, I'll be looking for my bearish engulfing pattern. I can use my morning star, I can use my evening star, I can decide to use my dodgy candlesticks. Now, you just need to look for any of these candlestick patterns that are actually showing in this particular spot, and then you check out what the function of that candlestick is. Now, in our case now, if I had seen this chart at about this region, I would have instantly tracked that there is a bullish engulfing candle here, so I would have instantly gone into this trade, right? Now, what if I found out that this chart had moved towards this particular region? All I would just simply do is check out the chart now, and then what can I see here now? I'm actually seeing a morning star just at about this region, right? There is actually a bullish candlestick to make things even better. So what does this tell me? This tells me that I can easily just zoom into a buy, right? Now remember, our reference always goes back to this spot because all our conditions conditions have been met. Number one, we've discovered our main trend is on an uptrend. Number two, we've discovered that there is actually a continuation already. Number three, we're looking for our perfect entry point, and now we are getting a morning star at about this region, telling us that the chart is likely to continue pushing up, right? Now, what if I found this chart at about this spot? Now, what I do now is that this particular chart actually gave a bullish engulfing and then it dropped back down towards particular level. And so what does that mean? Another continuation, right? So I can easily stop into this trade and place my stop loss just below this. Now, if I was using this my my morning star here, then I'll put my stop loss below it also. If I was using my bullish engulfing candlestick here, then I'll put my stop loss just at the middle, right? Because the candlestick is too large. Now, okay guys, now if you feel like you can trade, you are very good at trading, but then the only problem is just amount of capital, then don't miss out on the trading competition from tomorrow, which will be streaming live on this YouTube channel here. You'll simply be trading using any strategy you want, competing with all the other traders there. And then the person that can have the highest amount of profit gets a $10,000 funded account. Aside that, the person also gets $100 sent instantly right there on the live. Aside that, the person also gets added to our VIP membership group. And so don't miss out guys, because it's just on Monday tomorrow, and then it will be streaming live. Feel free to invite other traders to participate also. And now that takes us to the fourth factor which we're actually talking about now, and that's actually a risk reward ratio. What that actually means is that my risk must be significantly lower than my reward. If my risk is equal to my reward, then that's a bad trade. And if my risk is greater than my reward, then that's also a bad trade. Now, if my risk is just a little bit lower than my reward, then that's also a bad trade. My reward must always be far greater than my risk for that to be a good trade. Now, if we check it out now, what you can easily see now is that on this particular spot, we're actually using a 3:1 because we're placing our stop loss just around this level here, right? Just around this region here. That's where we're placing our stop loss, and our take profit is just at about this region. And then the trades I actually showed you, we're actually using over 10:1, 15:1, 20, 30:1. Now, with time, you actually grow as your hands get stronger. You actually grow until you start using 30:1 and all those other values. But for the now, as you're just starting, you can start using just 3:1, and with time, you can start going to 4 and 5 and 6 and 10:1, and you can keep just increasing and increasing just like that. Boom. So that's just how it goes, guys. Now, if you can simply just master this exact way that I just explained, then this can actually be the ultimate strategy that you can easily use to cash out from the market every single time. When I say cash out, I mean cashing out from any amount of capital at all. Also, guys, we actually just hit over 100,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, and I want to thank every single person here for always being a part of this trading journey. And just like I promised, we'll be starting a mass funding to random traders, and all of these traders will be coming out from the comment section. If you're new to this YouTube channel, just remember to hit on subscribe button, hit on like button, and also remember to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that will be dropping out from this place. So that just like Spaka so much it goes, guys. So bye from me, guys. I'm Mr. P. Peace.